Hello, this is Alexa Frederick, and this is my final presentation on Port-au-Prince, Haiti, the musical responses to the challenges of colonialism. Across the African diaspora, one of the primary challenges that people have faced is finding cultural and national identities after experiencing the traumas developed from systemic oppression. This is especially true in Port-au-Prince, Haiti, where the legacy of French colonialism lives through the current turmoil that Haitian people are still burdened by today. Musicians have responded to these challenges that Haiti has faced with colonialism and post colonialism by creating and performing music that is developed as a cultural identity for the people living in Port au Prince and for people living in the Haitian diaspora as a whole. I will argue that Haitian music developed as a response to the colonial and post colonial challenges that Haiti has faced before and after the Haitian Revolution. By examining the history and musical practices of voodoo and contemporary Haitian music, I will show how musicians respond to the challenges faced by Haitians developing their own cultural identity. All right, Port-au-Prince was built in 1749 in the French colony of Saint Dominique, which is an island in the Caribbean. The humid climate of Saint Dominique made the island the perfect location for the French to build sugar plantations to help build a profit for the French royalty. As the indigenous people of Saint Dominique were killed off by Spanish explorers, including Christopher Columbus, due to the introduction of smallpox, the French brought slaves from West Africa as a labor force for these new plantations. Port-au-Prince quickly became the capital of Haiti, and its primary economic center in 1777 due to its proximity to the Caribbean and to the Gulf of Mexico. The people living in Port-au-Prince at this time included the French colonists, slaves from West Africa, and what people called the Afriches class, which were people of mixed French and West African ancestry. In the time of colonial Saint Dominique, music was mostly recorded from the perspective of French colonists. One notable genre of music during this time was a dance style called contradance. It's a social dance originating from England, with the function of people to dance with a large group of people and meet new people. The French adopted this dance from the English and brought it to Haiti and introduced it to the slaves in the Afriches class. Originally, the Afriches class adopted contradance and added their own movement language into this dance. During colonial times up until today, contradance is practiced in Haiti as well as many other former French colonies in the Caribbean. Similar to its colonial version, people that dance contradance in a professional setting with the intention of dancing with many people. The adaptation of contradance into Haiti society is one such example of how French colonialism still has a major impact on Haitian music and culture. However, life was not always simple and easy for the French colonists living in Port-au-Prince. During this particular time period, France began to face challenges of revolution as the Age of Enlightenment and the American Revolution inspired the people in France to revolt against the French government in 1789. Similar revolutionary ideas reached Haiti, particularly to the Haitian slaves and the Afriches who faced inequality against French colonists. These factors combined led to a couple of slave uprisings, which in time led to the first successful revolution entirely led by slaves. Among Haiti's watershed moments, the Haitian Revolution was the most pivotal moment that changed the course of Haiti's development. The Haitian Revolution started in 1791, which started with a couple scattered slave revolts against their plantation owners. As the revolution continued, people began to organize, mostly under the help of Toussaint Louverture, a former slave and freed Black with military experience. Port-au-Prince was influential in the development of the Haitian Revolution, particularly with the siege of Port-au-Prince in 1803, where slave revolutionaries took siege of Port-au-Prince, causing the French to retreat to Cap Francais after months of conflict. In 1804, the Haitian Revolution was a success for the slave revolutionaries, making Haiti the first independent nation out of the slave revolt. This factor alone makes the Haitian Revolution incredibly prominent not only in Port-au-Prince and Haiti, but across the Caribbean. This revolution gave hope to many people outside of Haiti for achieving freedom from their own colonial oppressors. Additionally, considering how important the Haitian Revolution was in terms of Haitian politics, it also heavily influenced Haitian culture, especially music, through the development of Boudin. Haitian Boudin, by definition, is a syncretic religion that blends Roman Catholicism and West African religious practices that have survived in the memories of Haitian slaves. Whereas the literal translation of Boudin into English is servant of the spirits. The, um, the primary beliefs of Boudin are that the Loa, a group of spirits, is in the Loa, a group of spirits with their own identities that work alongside the people. In particular rituals and traditions, people are call upon the Loa to possess their bodies for spiritual aid. Boudin developed during the French colonial period as slaves were exposed to Catholicism, but Boudin became popular amongst the slaves right before the Haitian Revolution. Many music traditions developed in Boudin that can directly be tied to the Haitian Revolution as a response to the oppression faced by the French. And one such example is a tradition and season known as Rara. The season of Rara in Boudin is equivalent to the Catholic practice of Lent. Rara is a festival that celebrates the liminal space between ordinary season and Easter. While Rara is not just the Lenten season, it is defined as a festival, a music genre, a dance form, and in some particular times, political protest. The festival started out as a way for slaves to defy their colonizers and to defy Catholicism. The celebration reflected Jesus' crucifixion story, with the participating slaves acting out the Jews in the story and how they reacted to the crucifixion. Since Haitian slaves were taught that the Jews were enemies of Jesus, enslaved people saw themselves as the enemies of Jesus because of their French colonial oppressors. Today, the music of Rara is performed through the form of parading bands that travel from town to town, where they often stop in cemeteries and venerate the dead. Any instrumentation can be used in these Rara bands. However, the most common instrumentation includes percussion, bamboo instruments known as bamboo or vaskin, and metal horns known as cornet. Traditional ceremonial drums are often too heavy to take on these long parades, so different drums called manman, kata, and bas were created for the purposes of the ceremonial drums for Rara bands. These drums are made from goat skin, which is a medium that is used to communicate with the Loa. Rara bands often have different Loa as their patron for the band. The Loa asks for the band to be created, and the band itself is a gift to the spirit, following the tradition of serving the spirits in Haitian voodoo. Additionally, the traveling Rara bands reflect military music traditions that Haitians have adopted from the Haitian Revolution. Revolutionaries were inspired by the French Corps de la Musique, which were military bands. By developing a creolized version of these Corps de la Musique, Haitian revolutionaries reflected a colonial tradition in their own unique way. The development of Rara reflects the challenges and triumphs that Haiti has faced during the Haitian Revolution. In addition to the Festival of Rara, there are other musical aspects to Haitian Boudin that reflects Haiti's unique challenges and cultural expression. One of these particular challenges, which is common in the African diaspora, is retaining knowledge of life and culture before slavery. One musical procedure that reflects the idea is a particular hemiola pattern, well, what we Western musicians would call hemiola, in drumming for Haitian voodoo ceremonies. In the Yan Valu dance, there is a particular hemiola pattern illustrated in this chart. Both the Segwan and Ugan pattern should sound like this. And before I do this, I've only taken one semester of percussion methods, so I hope this doesn't sound bad. This particular hemiola pattern is significant, particularly in how Buddhist practitioners assign meaning to particular numbers. The number 4, which represents the duple nature of this pattern, is considered to be the number of the crossroads, and while the number 3, the triple pattern in this particular example, is significant to the physical aspects of the ritual. This shows that the particular music patterns used in rituals are symbolistic of what the intent of the ritual is. And for this particular example, it is meeting the Loa at the crossroads. This aspect of Vodun music also reflects how Vodun practitioners retain knowledge through the diaspora, as these patterns are fairly common throughout multiple religious practices throughout the diaspora. Haitian Vodun represents most of Haiti's cultural identity after the Haitian Revolution, continuing through the 19th and into the 20th century. 20th century Haiti in particular experienced political and social turmoil because of the United States occupation starting in 1915. After the United States left in 1935, the Haitian government was in such disarray that it was easy for a dictatorship to rise into power. Enter Francois Duvalier, also known as Papa Doc Duvalier, who was a politician who ran on a populist and Black nationalist platform in 1957 for the Haitian presidential election. After winning that election in 1957, Francois Duvalier consolidated power in the Haitian government by creating a militia known as the Toutan Macoute, who effectively eliminated political opponents within the regime. The Duvalier dictatorship lasted after Papa Doc Duvalier's death in 1971, as he passed the regime on to his son, Jean-Claude Baby Doc Duvalier. This dictatorship directly impacted Haiti, as this led to the Haitian diaspora. Many upper and middle class professionals and artists emigrated out of Haiti into the United States and Canada, particularly to New York, Miami, Boston, and Montreal. Many of these immigrants have yet to return to Haiti, primarily because of the political turmoil even after the Duvalier dictatorship. The Duvalier regime directly impacted music primarily through the government, as it had complete control on Haitian popular music and had complete control over festivals and celebrations associated with Vodun and many folk Haitian music traditions. Many popular artists were forced to write songs of political propaganda praising the Duvalier regime. One such example is the song Tout Limon by Jean Nemours Baptiste, a song which praised a new electricity program started by the Duvaliers. Furthermore, at state-sponsored carnivals, there was intense violence aimed towards musicians and performers in order to silence them from singing government propaganda. And while the government attempted to control music within Haitian borders, people living in the Haitian diaspora had more freedom to create their own music. Composers living outside of Haiti were inspired by the works of ethnographic transitions of German Haitian composer Werner Jägerhuber, as he was the composer that brought international attention to Haitian folk songs and the music of Vodun. However, instead of using the exact same approach in composition that Jägerhuber took, Haitian composers living in the United States applied their own cultural identity and experience to American popular music genres. Many Haitian composers and artists reflected on practices of their culture and their work as a way of claiming and contextualizing their own cultural identity after their experiences of living under a dictatorship and emigrating to North America. One genre that developed throughout the Duvalier dictatorship and started before the Duvalier dictatorship is called compas. Compas originated as a modern form of dance music called the merengue, which was a popular dance style loved by both upper and lower classes of Haitian society. The genre was pioneered by musician and band leader named Nemours Jean-Baptiste, who introduced the style of playing music in many jazz bands starting in the late 1950s. Since Haitian audiences were looking for music that wasn't controlled by the regime, Port-au-Prince experienced the growth of an underground music culture, which was vital for the development of compas. Younger musicians were inspired by rhythmic motives and languages that Nemours Jean-Baptiste created and used that in the musical procedures of compas and their own mini jazz bands and combos. In particular, the neighborhood of Pétionville was particularly important for the development of compas, mainly because many of the high school and college-age students had time and resources to develop their craft. This particular music movement was vital to Haitian music because people had an opportunity to create music outside of the control of the Duvalier regime. Not only was this music genre influential when it started, but compas has continued to grow as a music genre and is now cited as the national music genre of Haiti. Even the more Jean Baptiste is widely regarded as a national figure due to his works with creating compas. Not only is Port-au-Prince a center for compas, but New York is also a major center for the development of compas because of people emigrating from Haiti to the United States. The growth of compas outside of the Duvalier dictatorship only proves to show how Haitian music has developed despite the challenges that Haiti has faced. In retrospect, Haiti is a country that has continually faced challenges before and after achieving independence. Despite these challenges, um, Haitian people have developed a wide array of musical genres and practices that can be traced all throughout the African diaspora. The development of this music would not have been possible without the challenges that Haitians have faced with rising against their colonial oppressors and living through the challenges of post-colonialism.